Hi, welcome back to Northern Weekly News. This week we had another naval test and return of Unofficial patch notes by Mike 10D. There's also some devblogs and some rumors. I was hoping for a lot from this test because not much else happened this week, and I unfortunately got just about nothing. The naval forces, only thing to change was that destroyers no longer need respawn points to respawn, which is them testing something. Unlisted changes, I feel that there are a few. I've noticed torpedoes are a bit faster than they were prior. Not much else I've noticed has changed. Overall, it's fun. It'd be kind of nice to test out the destroyer escorts, or whatever they're called, the smaller large boats that we tested quite some time ago before they decided to go with destroyers. Kind of fun to see how those do against destroyers, and to see how they function with the new aiming system. For Mike 10D's unofficial patch notes, he unleashed just tank changes for now. I'm assuming that we will get some others later, but whatever, it's up to him. I don't really want to go through every single individual tank change, because that'd take forever. A few amount of tanks got their armor changed. A lot of tanks had their gun mantlets changed to 300 millimeters of structural steel, which is about 150 millimeters of normal steel. This kind of made it so in a lot of tanks you will survive greater, especially at low tiers, from being shot in the cannon. There's a lot of changes to shell types that I didn't completely understand. Very technical stuff, lots of fancy names. There was a minor buff to Hesh, but it did not bring it back to its old glory days. And there was a large buff to ATGMs, now using their own ATGM ricochet presets instead of the heat fit stabilized, heavily reducing their chances of ricochet. If you are interested in ground forces, I suggest that you look through these armor changes because they could be rather helpful, especially in the higher tier tanks. People are rather serious about that stuff. On the VK blogs, somebody dug up some random assets that look like they are going to belong to a map of some sorts. It looks like Italian in some ways, but it's too hard to know for sure. Maybe someone was saying that these are just random assets that Gaijin uses to throw together event maps when they need them. But I personally like to believe that they're going to include an Italian tank map soon. Typically I don't cover shooting range questions, but in a recent episode they asked the question, will Japan get tier 6 tanks? And normally this would reply with a soon, but instead they said follow the news. And what I've noticed covering War Thunder news is Gaijin typically says follow the news when they plan to announce something in the near future, not in the distant future. Perhaps we're going to start seeing devblogs for the final patch of the year soon. I believe 2 patches ago, there was a store team guy on the forums saying that we will receive 3 more patches this year, and 2 of those patches already happened, 1.69 and 1.73. 1.75 was most likely to come out near Christmas, and we're going to have a winter event as we usually do, either after or during. What 1.75 will bring in the next patch, I don't think it's going to be an Italian or French tank tree, because Gaijin doesn't like having 2 different betas at the same time, excluding the Navy beta. So we have to wait for the current French aircraft beta to end to see the addition of another tree. So it's possible that they add premium tanks for Italian or French trees. On the side of devblogs, there was one for the MS-410. In the devblog, they mentioned that they plan to add the MS-406 in the future. I'm assuming this is the same future that we're going to get the Regina planes and the Japanese heavies and all the other things that Gaijin keeps on promising us that they never see a date on. There's also a devlog for the A35B, which is a really cool plane in my personal opinion. I haven't got it yet because I've been really slow and playing a lot of tanks. It's a cool dive bomber, and I doubt we'll ever see it in the US tree because though being built in America, it never served with the US and saw a lot more action in the hands of the French. And as a final note, there is a giveaway or whatever, a contest for a really fancy looking joystick that has a throttle thing with a bunch of switches on it. I really like those switches. All you gotta do is like and comment and share this post on Facebook, and you get entered to possibly win this awesome joystick with all these cool switches. And it ends on the 21st, so yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you did not enjoy the video, don't hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. I make these every Sunday. And if you want to be notified whenever I make a video, sometimes I make random videos, so hit the bell icon. You should get a notification anytime I upload anything. Anyways, thanks for watching.